Mhm. All right, all right. We're live. I know already on YouTube, and boom, we're about to be live on Facebook, inside the group and outside of the group. We are live, and now let me find myself. Boom, there we get. There we are. There we are. All right, now let me find myself and put myself into. Oh, look at that! Facebook is being really nice to me today. What's up, everybody? The 8 people that are joining, make sure you tag a friend, tag a buddy. Uh, it is welcome to uh, Transformation Tuesday Talks with your host, Dwayne, which is myself. And I am in a undisclosed location currently. Now, I have to shout out our head bodybuilding coach, Mr. Eric Shelton, for allowing me to record in his home, and we're super excited. So as you guys are coming in, we just StreamYard, so I can't see all of the comments, see some of the comments, um, but tag a friend, let everybody know at 8:03 we will be going live. And Transformation Tuesday Transformation is all about interviewing E2M folks, man. And so I have on a couple this time, and ironically, I wish I could take credit for this, but ironically, this couple is connected to my very first guest, which was Miss Blair. So we're gonna let them tell their story and things like that once they come on. But until then, your job, this is your job right now, is to tag a friend. Let them know that we are live. We are in the features tab. Boom, boom, and we are getting ready to start here in just a few minutes. 8:03 is the magic time that we start. And hello, I see y'all coming in. Speaking, what's up, new G's? If you're a new G, type new NG in the comment section so people can show you some love. Also, OGs, y'all might remember this from last round, man. Tag a friend and say, "Hey, are you in here? Are you in here?" And I'm just gonna put it right here. Are you in here? Let's tag up the folks, man. This is gonna be a really good interview. I told them you'll see who it is, but once they can't when they and I got them on, I was like, I got to show this certain geographical location some love, man. E2M is mainly based on the East Coast, man. And so uh I'm reaching to the West Coast. Big shout out to all our West Coast E2M members. So if you are a West Coast E2M member, make sure you are watching and tagging other West Coast E2M members. So without further ado, we're going to bring on an awesome couple. Let's bring them on. I have on none other than Drew and Nina. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing well.
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, everyone.
Hey, we're super excited to have you on, man. Tuesday Transformation Talk Transformation 2. That depends on where I'm typing it, depends on what's gonna go first. So I want to jump in, man. It's the first couple of this little segment, and just I want to hear about your fitness journey, man. Like, how did you find E2M? And I kind of alluded to it in my intro of you guys, but how did you find E2M? Let's start there, and then talk about your fitness journey prior to E2M and leading up to.
Sure. So I actually found E2M through one of my Facebook friends. It was actually Blair that actually posted her transformation picture. So when
Wow.
I saw that, I was like, what is E2M? And started looking it up. Didn't know anything about it, but I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose and a whole lot to gain. And fast forward, this is round 11 for me and round 10 for Drew. Prior to E2M, I did work out regularly. I'm typical person, 3:45, 4 a.m. at the gym. So what was really nice about E2M, it gave me the opportunity to do absolutely everything at home.
Mm.
I really don't even go to the gym anymore. We have everything that we utilize at home, and we've been able to stick with the program even when we're traveling or on vacation. So that's been really great.
I love it. All right, Drew. So she already spilled the beans that you started around later.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
so give us that transition, because that's usually the case. Like usually, the wife will find it, and then the husband will sit back and watch, and then eventually, but yeah, give us that your side of the story.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. I was just kind of at a point where I was like, man, I need something to work. And she was like, let's try this. And I'm like, all right, well, why don't you try it? I'll let you do the first 8 weeks and see how it goes. And then I was just like, wow. And then I was like, I'm in. So it was just, I had kind of been doing some keto stuff and looked at it and I was like, I had just come off keto. And I'm like, it looks keto ish and I don't want to do it. So I let her do it. And it's definitely way better than that, right? It's not a true keto, the cheat meals or the treat meals and stuff like that. But I just wasn't ready for it. And then she crushed it and I was like, I'm in. So then it was, she finished her round and I was in right after.
I love it, man. I love it. And that we hear that so often, man. So I definitely want to encourage someone that your other half isn't necessarily into the program just yet, man. I just encourage you to continue to be the example and or the guinea pig, as Drew let his wife.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, because you want them healthy and you're doing this, you would love to do it together. So let's talk about this couple aspect of it, man, because what one of the many benefits of E2M is BOGO, buy one get one, and there's a reason why we do that. We have we know that doing it together makes it that much more easier. Just talk about how working out and being on this plan, what has it done as far as the marriage and the bond?
You want to start?
Go ahead, you can start.
Oh, that was cute.
Right.
I looked at each other. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a definite advantage, right? Because we're like-minded in the household, right? We meal prep together. Um, at certain times we don't always work out together because we do have different schedules, but whenever we can, we do work out together. But I usually get up a little bit earlier, so I'll be 3 rounds in and I'll tell her it's really hard just to rub it in a little bit and say I'm almost done. But no, it's great because we have that like-mindedness, we have those goals together, but also kind of the built-in accountability partner, right? Like she's not going to let me
Absolutely.
slide, and then vice versa, right? And I think ultimately for the meals and the cooking and going out, it's it's amazing, right? It's the best thing because I mean, if I didn't have that, I'd probably slack a little bit more, and
We
probably she
know.
would as well.
I'm just teasing. I said we know you were slack, Drew. We
Yep. Yep, she is definitely the more disciplined one.
I love it. I love it. So what's your take on that, Nina? How was that just having him there and having somebody to kind of have your back? How's that with your journey?
I think it definitely, besides the accountability, it encourages us to level up. There are days where we would have super long days at work, super stressful. I used to have a really long commute, my daily commute. All of my accountability partners do know I spend 3 to 4 hours in the car every day to work an 8-hour day. So there are days when I'm already texting him or some of our other local E2M accountability partners. It's like extra credit tonight because this is how we're going to take it out in the hot box.
Right. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the thing for me was just knowing someone is watching me, like knowing that my wife is watching, knowing that, like I don't like I remember I always joke about I would say being in the trash bags, when you're in the sauna suit and you're sliding around trying to do planks and you're sweating and just knowing that someone is there with you and watching you. And that was one of the things for me. So both of you, and I talked about this off air, you know, you both weren't like, super obese. There wasn't like this dramatic transformation, but reason why I selected you guys, man, because transformation is not just the huge weight loss. And I talked about this with Blair. It's also the mentality aspect, your approach to working out and your approach to food, and then that thing. So just talk about how what has transformed in your life, when it comes to just your overall well-being.
I would say for me, other programs I've had before never had the community and the mental health aspect. I
Mm,
will tell you, new G's, I didn't start doing mental health fitness with E2M until about round 3. If I can go back, I would start it at round 1.
mhm.
I think that there's so many different programs where you have the workouts, you have the food lists and all of that. But I'm telling you, why didn't it work for us? Why didn't it stick? So the mental health aspect of it, Jeff's live every night is honestly key. For as
Mhm.
many rounds that we've been on, we still try to catch all the lives, whether it's live as we're driving home at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or we listen to the replay together when we're having dinner at night. So I think that aspect of it, the support that you get and people cheering you on, and a piece of nugget, on a live would totally resonate with us. So I think that's a huge key, why it's really been successal for us, or at least for
Right.
me. I don't want to answer for you.
Yeah,
No,
your turn.
no, I think it's the same. I mean, like I said, I had started with keto, so I had lost some weight, but I lost 26 pounds in round one. I
Mhm.
mean, it worked for me. I think just I learned discipline, right? Because I mean, nothing ever worked, right? I tried probably like everyone, right? I tried a bunch of stuff and it never worked. It never stuck. And I think this just taught me the bigger picture and taught me discipline. And I just think that, like Nina said, the lives are amazing. Although we're catching them on replay most of the time. Even though Jeff doesn't ever shout me out, I still I still listen. I can never get in that name when he says hello, but I still listen. But I mean,
I love it.
that's key. All joking aside, that's key. I mean, we still do it. 10 rounds in, I'm still. If I miss it, I'll listen to it when I stretch the next morning. So we don't miss them.
Well, listen, Drew, you got the next best thing. You literally replaced Jeff tonight. So, Jeff, if you're watching, please shout Drew out next time, man. Let's make sure we give him a shout out. I think Jeff comes back on he might be back tomorrow night or Thursday night for sure. But we're gonna get you that shout out, Drew, for sure,
All
man.
right, thank you.
So, man, but one more thing, man, before we kind of transition out, and Nina, you alluded to it, and it's kind of like the flow of questions that I love to go through is the community aspect. I can't help but see different people shouting out different names in the comment section. I see team lab work and all kind of things, and so talk about that community aspect. And I mean, you kind of alluded to it, and you kind of talked about how it was help with just your transformation, but go a little bit deeper on that as far as like the importance of it and just how much you benefited from it.
So I will say, being in a team or an accountability group is really key. I have been part of a team every single round except one round. There was one round I decided to be selfish and just kind of focus on me, but I just love the community aspect of it. We have our West Coast AP group. We have team lab work. Currently, Ronnie and I are leading Team Rockstars. So I'm probably going to forget some teams, so please forgive me. But I look forward to waking up in the morning and actually reading a post from my teammates. I look forward to the first person kicking off our workout, whether it's East Coast time or West Coast time. I think that part of it has really um, gotten us closer. Leading a team, I purposely lead a team and I reach out to different team captains each round, so that I get to know them better. I know they are super rock stars out there, kind of like our Bryant Bruner. Everybody knows him from lab work. But to me, I was a little intimidated when I reached out to him to see if he'll co-lead a team with me. And we did. I co-lead a team with Blair a year ago. So it's really, don't be afraid. Reach out, get to know the different people, not just during the round. You'll become friends outside after the round too. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. The team aspect is something that I thoroughly enjoy. And before I was staff, I always try to find me a good team, and like you said, it brings you together, and it brings a certain level of accountability, not just for the people that you're kind of leading, but also yourself, because that's the number one. I get asked all the time, like, what's some tips, to win a team competition. I was like, man, I lead by example. I don't ask them to do anything I'm not doing, so
yeah.
So Drew, man, before we get out, I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of talk about the community aspect, man. I thought, you know, the sun set, you know, later on the West Coast. It's like it's
I know
getting
it's
darker
getting
on
dark here.
South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Sorry, we were trying not to have crazy lines, and now we went all dark.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna let you talk about the community aspect there before we slide out.
Yeah, I mean, Nina touched on all of it. It's just awesome. I think you get like I don't know as many people as Nina, and I don't have as many APs as she does, but I kind of just always tag along. But yeah, it's awesome. You know, really met some cool people, and then just to be able to grab motivation from somebody. And like Nina said, don't be intimidated. I've kind of reached out to a couple of gentlemen that were crushing it, and just everyone's like, "Yeah, sure. What do you need?" or suggestions. And it's just cool how the community is so positive and just so open to that versus like, hey, don't bother me. There's no, I've never run into that, so that's an amazing thing about this group. And I think it comes from the top, from you guys as the
Absolutely.
coaches and the leadership for E2M. It's just, and kind of the no tolerance, so that's awesome.
Absolutely. No, you hit it right on the head, man. So listen, family, I appreciate y'all coming on. This was fun to get you on the live, and Drew gonna get you that shout out. That's for sure. We're working on that. I'm gonna text him when we get out. But no, thank you for coming on and sharing your story and just your experience with E2M. We see y'all. I mean, like, you know, every day I look forward to your posts, and I know there's a lot of people that do as well. So I want to encourage you to keep doing that. Keep spreading the word. Keep growing the West Coast, because we want to do a meetup out there. We just need to keep growing the West Coast. So
We're holding you
Got
to
it.
it.
Deal.
I love it. All right, well, I'm gonna pull y'all off the screen as I get ready to, as they say, pay some bills. So thank y'all again. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Tuesday night Transformation Tuesday, however you want to say it. Man, before I get out, I always got to shout out the things that we got going for you guys, man. If you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Also, we have the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now, and so there's some folks on YouTube that may be watching. We also have a TikTok. Follow us there. All of it is at E2M Fitness. And we got the E2M Kitchen Meals. You got to get the E2M Kitchen Meals. If you're struggling with meals, if meals is your challenge, E2M Kitchen Meals is the way to go. E2M Premium, if you're short on time, or if you want to build muscle, E2M Premium is the way to go as well. And we have that free run group. It's free. So if you know somebody that run, if you seen somebody ever run before in your life, you want to join the Eager to Run group, the Eager to Run club. And lastly, we have our cookbook series. Our amazing chefs have 3 cookbooks right now. Vegan, which is popular right now. The little Netflix documentary got people thinking about the vegan lifestyle. So we got the vegan cookbook, as well as the beef and poultry and seafood and salad, man. And also make sure y'all come back Friday, man. We have the tomorrow night is Wellness Wednesday. So make sure you come back, man. Tell a friend, tag a friend. And I made this video and I forgot to show up, but I'm gonna do it as a close for you guys, man. Y'all have a good night.